Alright. Today on NewbieVet, got a special guest in the building. We got an OG. My boy, Rod Curry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
Man, can't call it. And we also, on the side of me, Chantel Francis. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, Rod, man, how you been doing, King?
I've been all right, man. So far, so good. You know, I can't complain about nothing. Thank God for everything and all the blessings that I've been getting and receiving.
Yeah, man. Man, thanks, bro. You've been doing this for a long time, man. Long time. So how long? So you say you originally from Thompson?
Yes, sir.
Thompson. So born and raised.
Yes, sir.
So what was the lifestyle for Thompson? For you.
Lifestyle with Thompson as I was young was basically, we was like coming in and out of, different, let's say projects, different things with our family, going through tough times when always, basically easy for us, but, the grace of God, we made it out of Thompson. We moved to Augusta, and when we got here in Augusta, we stayed downtown off but it was Maple Street, 12th Street, and all up in there, Linden Street. And when we got here, we basically was like a relief from what we was going through up there in Thompson, just, we kids and we can breathe now,
Right.
There we really couldn't do things nature or whatever we want to do, as a kids,
Right.
Yes.
Right.
It's my turn to ask a question. Okay, so how long have you owned Suz Lounge?
Well, I had Suz Lounge since, 2021 when the pandemic first started. We survived that. We survived a lot of other obstacles that tried to get in our way as
So before you get into that story, what was the building before you got it? What was it called?
Before I got it, it was called Chong's.
Chong's. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What was Chong's like? I remember Chong's, but what from
Chong's were like a more older, like crowd with more older OGs and, ladies that came out, and had fun and danced and, pretty much shot pool and everything and, enjoyed their time while they was here and left the same way they came, peacefully.
Peaceful. Right,
Yeah.
right. So so it ended 2021, 2021 around that time?
Yes, sir.
Around the same time you got things.
Mhm.
So and on your quest on getting Suz, like what obstacles, because you say you went through some obstacles. So
Oh, yeah.
what obstacles did you go through on trying to get the building?
Okay, at first, when they first closed down, we had to go through another lady and like gentleman, or I don't, require whatever back then, but we had to get the license for alcohol. We had to make sure the inspection and everything passed. They tried to blackball us with certain things we could and what we couldn't do at that time because, we were just coming in as a black-owned business, converting over to what it was.
Where it was, right.
And pretty much basically, they just tried to make us go by the guide, which I ain't gonna say make, which we supposed to anyway, the guidelines of everything, doing the right way as a license, as a alcohol license, as the license for the building, everything that we had to do, we did do it the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what was the cause of Chong's closing? Where they just decided to close, or was it some other things happening?
Well, to what I heard with Chong's, the guy that actually had it when it was Chong, he was deceased or something. And,
Okay.
the family, whatever, they didn't want to run it because, that wasn't nothing they wanted to do or whatever.
Right.
So, when he passed, it went on down to another gentleman which was Susanna. I forgot his name, but he was the dude that was running it for her.
Okay.
And when he passed, that's when she shut it down. And that's when I got it. So basically, we went through like 2 to 3 different people.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So mostly, what were some of the things they were trying to do to blackball you? You said.
Other than like keeping us, like with certain stipulations of, people hanging out in the parking lot, or, police is coming up just harassing people just because, and all this old stuff, because an accident had happened, and that was outside, Suz Lounge. This wasn't here at Suz Lounge particularly, but after then, they just start like coming out on us real heavy, every night. They'll send 10, 15 cars of police up here, just to run off the customer.
Just to run off the customer.
Yes.
Make everybody uncomfortable.
Yes, sir.
Do you think that as a black-owned business in this location, it makes it harder versus if you would have been in a different location of Augusta?
No, not really, because this area out here is South Augusta. And, I feel that they don't really want no one downtown area. So, they want everybody out this way, to keep from all the destruction and everything that's going on, that they don't want to happen. So, no, I can't say that. No, man.
Right. I got plenty.
Okay, so how do you feel about the people of Augusta? You mentioned that you guys had the incident, but it wasn't here. It was out the door, and with the police arriving and harassing people, it kind of made people veer off from this location.
Was that the first event? Was that the first situation? Period?
No. The first situation that actually occurred when we first opened is when I think something like a separate, something happened out there with this lady and her husband or something. I don't know. But like I tell everyone, and I tell y'all also, we cannot control nothing that happen outside of them doors out there in them streets. You know, once it's leave out the club or outside, we can't control that. We try, but it's a no-win situation with that, because if you try to, let's say, talk to a high-headed person, not on a, drinking and whatever, and they already high-headed or got into an altercation with someone, they don't want to hear that.
Nah.
And they already outside, so the first thing they're going to do is try to run to their car and get the little, weapon or gun, whatever, and there you go. So now you put yourself in an altercation that you really never had to be in if you just would have left that alone and just, went head on and, called the police and let them handle the situation, because that's what they for, to serve and protect.
Right.
And let them tell it. Is always a situation where if you don't call them and something happens, it's on you. But if you do call them and it happened, it's still on you. It's like, no-win situation. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Damn if you don't, Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy. I know there was a situation that caused a lot of people to be upset with which I don't understand why they was upset with Suz. But she had got shot outside in the parking lot. I think it was
No. Let me correct you
up the road, up the street.
She did not get shot outside in Suz Lounge parking lot.
Okay.
The accident occurred up the street at Key and Key.
At Key and Key, yeah, right there. At
yes, sir. It's
there.
a law office up there, up the street from here.
Right.
That's where the accident happened. It never happened here at Suz. What happened is Suz was the young lady that tried to run them over with the truck.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
See, that's what happened at Suz. But actually shooting and all the rest of that bull crap that occurred, it happened up the street.
Up the street. Yes, so where did that rumor even occur from? Because that was the rumor that was going around.
Because it's Suz Lounge. The bottom line.
It was
Suz
social
Lounge.
media.
You know, social media gonna
Right.
make something this small to this big, you know,
Right.
however they want to make it. It's
Right.
just the bottom line.
Right.
And I tell you like this, and I tell you and everybody, it's up to you to believe what you want to believe.
That's true. That's facts.
Well, we've had events here.
Yeah.
Well, an event here most recently. We've also
Had a couple
filmed
events. Too.
2 movies in this locations, and we've always come out unscathed. We've
It's
never
an
had
awesome
issue.
time. I mean, it ain't. You know, I feel like it don't be the area. Like you said, it be like you said. Piggybacking off you, Rod, it's the people.
Correct.
You know, that's no different if a husband and a wife having an argument before they get to the club,
Correct.
which cause something happen inside the club, which makes them want to do something outside.
Correct. So what basically a lot of them would do, they come from the other spots and they bring the drama with them.
Brandon John,
You know, so if they know you was just at this spot, why y'all ain't handle your business? Why you just at that spot?
Right.
However, with y'all, why wait to come here and then come with the bullshit? I mean, excuse me,
Right.
come with the BS.
no, they usually
And it's like when you come, it is. And you know, like I say, if that's the case, why you just ain't handle whatever y'all had going on where you just came from? Why bring it here?
Oh, yeah, right.
And so that's what people look at it like, well, oh, that's Suz Lounge, Suz Lounge. No, it's not Suz Lounge. Bro.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, Suz Lounge is a place that you can come, enjoy yourself, have a great time, have good drink, real liquor, play pool, enjoy yourself, and leave the same way you came, peacefully.
Right. So and that's your motto, home of the real liquor.
Yes, sir.
So you know why you stand by that?
Yes, sir.
Why you say that?
Home of the real look, because everything we got behind our bar is real. We don't do no repouring. We don't sit there and, you know, if we don't have it, we don't have it at the time, but we will get it when the next truck come in on Thursday. But other than that, we do not do none of that repouring or pouring other liquor and other bottles and all that. We don't do none of that. You know, we straight parlor popping.
Yeah,
That's just it.
that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
I can vouch that my drink was not watered down.
That's what's up. So I know with all the talk around the city and stuff like that, you know, your club isn't the only club that has incidents over the last
years.
few years. You know.
Correct.
Actually, your club wasn't even been mentioned far as when it
Exactly.
comes to issues. It's been
Correct.
other clubs.
Correct.
Why you feel like these other clubs don't get that? You know, some of them do, but why you feel like majority of them don't get that same heat when something happens there?
I could be honest on that situation, but
Give me the honesty.
I'm gonna be honest on that situation, but I don't do police. No, I'm sorry. You know, that's just being real.
Okay.
And I'm not saying, you know, that they police in or whatever. I don't know, and I don't care. That's
Right.
being real, because it's the things that actually goes on now that in a lot of these other spots that, you know, unspoke on. That I'm gonna leave it like that.
Right. Right.
So, how long did it take you to remodel? As someone who came out when it was Chong's, you can tell that you did remodeling, but at the same time keeping a certain feel
Yeah.
that those customers that once frequent that place could still
To
come
get
here
that
and
vibe, still
like
feel the
home.
vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. Even under the new.
What made you
management.
change some things and keep some things the same?
Well, some things I'm gonna change again for
Okay.
once, and that's start with the flooring in.
Okay.
You know, we're gonna redo the flooring.
Okay.
Okay, and another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna repaint. And another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all this back right here, this area here. I'm gonna just close it off. We're gonna have like a doorway there, and they're gonna be like that's
Private
a main
area.
VIP section
Okay.
right there. You know,
That'd be
that's
dope.
it. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to take this floor. We're gonna try to do something with the dance floor. Basically, like probably put some turf or something down. You know, because some people like that as vinyl or whatever, but to me, I think it's give a better upscale look and everything. And we're gonna do the bar over. I want to take the whole bar and revamp the whole bar, because to me now, my bar is looking like a man cage. I ain't gonna lie, it just looking like somebody's man cage. But You know, we're gonna redo the bar and everything once again. But the question that you asked, how long did it take? It took, I say, probably about a month. We closed down for about a month and did a little, as you can see, paint or whatever. That's why I say, you know, it's neat to be redone now. You know, it's overdue for a makeover, but it took us a month to do that. But at the same token, when it all said and done, it's gonna be a whole different environment and look in him. I say within the next, give or take, next 3 to 4 months. You know, I'm gonna just take it and do, you know, a little bit at a time, and you know, do the majority of the flooring and everything probably about the beginning of the year. But everything else, you know, I'm gonna start within the next few months on it.
Gotcha. Oh, that was up, man. That was up. So what are the headaches, man? Like, what are the pros and cons of running a bar and lounge?
Well, the headaches is dealing with a lot of drunk individuals.
Okay.
You know, you got your pros, like you said, and your cons. You're gonna have your good days, your bad days. The thing is basically having a great team. You know, you got to have a team. Team work make the dream work.
Right.
You cannot do it by yourself. I don't care who
Nope.
you are or what you think you are.
Nope.
And always put God first, no matter what or how you doing it. You put God first. Then you build your team. Then you take everything that you learned and you put it all in one. And you take off and see where you go. Only thing you can do is you can't fail. You know, you already fall. So you got to go up. So once you keep a good team and everything and make everyone feel as a team and as a family, you don't have no problem. But sometimes you always gonna have that one out the bunch, you know, that always got to be the ass. Ooh, excuse me.
No,
Always got to be, you know.
Yeah, you can cuss on them
But
with
as you learn and as time go along, you will see and you'll weed them out. And once you weed them out and get them out the way and everything, things start running more smooth.
Right.
You'll have better customer service people. You'll have bartenders that want to work.
Right.
You know, instead of that, oh man, I don't want to go to boarding place and all this or whatever. You have people that actually want to do their job. Right. But you got to treat them as coordinated as family. Thanks. If you don't make them feel like they family and then like that, bro, you know, they're not gonna stick their neck out for you like that. Facts. You know, that's just facts. Being real.
That's facts.
Yeah.
That's facts.
So how does it feel owning a restaurant at the same time?
I would say this, excuse my French, hell. I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes, because the food business is another world, man.
It's a whole different environment when you in that food.
Yeah.
You know, you can't please everybody. Everybody got different tastes and all this and that, the third. But the thing is, being is consistent. Right. As long as you have your food consistent and hot and good, you know, no matter what, you'll be all right. But the thing is about that, and cleanness. You got to have a clean place. You can't be in no kitchen cooking in no damn dirty kitchen.
That's facts.
And see, that's the main thing. You know, you got people when they first come in your building, they're gonna look around, they see how things in order, whatever, things like this, like that. You got some people come in your place and they'll just look at me like, Right. I don't and look at this, you know, or look at the floors and things, certain things of that area. But being in a restaurant business is totally different than being in the club. A club / bar pretty much can run itself. Right. But that restaurant, you got to run it. You got to be
hands
on it. Yes.
Got to be hands on.
Yes, sir. You got to be on it, and you got to have great customer service. Customer service is the biggest thing of all things. You know, a lot of people will go to places just because of customer service. You know, you got some people will just say, well, I'm going over here because they got better customer service than over here. Even though the food ain't about you.
Ain't about nothing.
You know, but they will still flop to that just because. And that's where it come in as when you treat people how you want to be treated. And that's why I say treat them as family. And you treat people as family, everybody, no matter what, they're going to be all right.
Be all right. For real. For real.
Have you got to see Mr. Raymond Charles yet?
Well, no, I ain't got to see Mr. Raymond Charles, and I really don't give a about seeing him. That's just being real. You know, if I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. You know, there's no big thing about Mr. Charles or whatever, you know. Because his opinion is just like everybody else, an asshole. We all got one.
Everybody got an opinion.
You know, that's just being real.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to the nightlife, you know, going back to Suz, when it goes to the nightlife, so y'all close around what, 2 a.m., 2:30?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the ladies I'm up out of here.
Okay, the ladies.
I used to stay up to 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Not gonna get me wrong. But all that's come in when they leaving other clubs and want to come here with the chaos and bring that's how all of that occurs.
That'd be the crazy time.
Yeah, so guess
they
what?
already drunk and lit, and so when they come to another spot,
Yeah, so guess what? We just cut it short. You know, I don't think that nightlife now, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, that ain't, you know, in the bed.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nothing open that late but Waffle House and legs.
And legs.
That's just being
Waffle
real.
House and legs.
That's it. So now, when you don't like stay open 4, 5 o'clock, you have less problem. You don't have to worry about the police. You don't have to worry about all of them. You know, you're going to catch some on, but you got to worry about all
Not
that.
much of them.
Yeah.
You know, 2 o'clock, a lot of them is just either, like you said, that if they're not here, they come up from another spot, and they probably just over at 2. So by the time they know everything else about to close, so even if you close at 3, well, some people do still try to at least get another hour of club in.
An hour, shit. They get 3 or 4, they gonna get. What? I know some people, they say, man, why y'all don't stay up at 6 in the morning?
6 in the morning?
Man, shit.
God damn.
Not
they
at
don't
all.
want to go home.
No, they don't want to go home. Not at all.
So that was the latest you ever stayed open? 4?
Yeah.
4 or 5?
No. I take that back. Now a few
Just
times,
because the vibe is good, everybody having a good time.
A few times now, back in 2022, 2023, man, I probably stayed open. The latest, as you asked, was probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
4:30, 5 o'clock.
And that was just something that I just did and I tried and I never tried again. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Never tried again. No.
Right.
Nah.
So the when it comes to the you still work with dancers, like dancers and stuff. So what are the?
But our thing is not dancers. Our thing is baller girls.
Baller girls.
Dancers, all that they majority take off all their clothes and all that. We don't do that.
Gotcha.
You know, we don't take off no clothes. We don't do all that old catching and trying to fill with all that old bull crap.
Right.
It's basically for entertainment. That's it. You know, no other how you want to put it? No other activities. You know, it's just for entertainment only. You know, yes, that's it. No more, no less.
Right.
Yeah.
So from your opinion, comparing to life Augusta in 10 years ago, which is 2016, what was the club life compared back then to now? Do you see a change?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Back then, you had more people going out to have more fun, enjoy themselves, and, you know, get a girl and go to the room, you know, and chill and stuff like that. But now, these YNs ain't playing. Ooh, Lord. You know, now, all you see in the club is everybody, and, you know, they doing things that when we was younger, you know, we never thought about doing no bull crap like that. You know what I'm saying? We never thought about the drugs and all that all on beyond and things like that. You know, back then, you know, our things were basically just really having fun, enjoying life. You know, it wasn't no shooting, none of that. You know, back then we'll fight, we'll ass whooping today. Guess what? We'll be friends tomorrow. But now, you might get into something, and the next thing you know, they coming to shoot you.
They come and shoot you in your sleep.
Yeah.
Shoot your mama house.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
They bout
most
that.
Definitely. Yeah.
It's serious.
Yeah. Or they got pistols bigger than you and me.
I don't know where the hell they get them guns from, man. I don't know where they be getting these Gears of War guns from, bro. Like, and they be big.
Yeah. Most definitely.
And they be automatic.
I never seen them. What you need with 30 rounds? You don't take them one bullet to kill them.
30 rounds.
Take them one bullet.
30.
So if you need 30 rounds to shoot at a person, man, you ain't a damn shooter at all. You're a terrible shot. I'm talking about for real.
It's a different time.
30 rounds, man.
It's different times, bro.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Different time.
Most definitely.
Back in the day, man, you could scare somebody with just pulling out a pistol. Now it's like, what you gonna do with that?
Mm.
Right,
It's
because they
crazy,
geared up for
bro.
war.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they crazy. They
Yeah.
feel like they can take a bullet from
Yeah.
your handgun.
Yeah. They feel like they man of steel.
Now I know it only take one bullet at a certain place. You
Correct.
out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't got to always shoot them out in the head. You can hit a main artery and kill them.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
Facts. Shoot him in the leg and he
I
died.
done seen them die from that. Yeah.
Blood loss.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. Question. Okay. You good? You did
Okay,
good.
take it one right on.
You did good. You did good. You did good. So, you don't have no age limit as far as a certain age requirement, do you, for certain nights, or is it?
Yes, sir. We have
overall?
an age limit period. It's 21.
21.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
There's
Twenty-one.
this a club I know, it ain't down here, but in Hinesville, they theirs is 35.
35. 35. Yeah.
35.
You can have a 35 and up club. You can have a 30 and up club. But the thing is about it, the peoples.
Yeah.
You know, it's not. You got older people don't want to party with young people. You got young people don't want to party with older people.
Right.
So you got to try to cater to different people as being in let's say club business. So I say you let the 30-year-old go to their club. You let the the 21-year-old and whatever go to their club. That's where it won't be no confusion. Everybody can't collide or whatever. Or you can't be in the I'm in there partying with my son, or I'm not partying with my daughter type stuff. They walk in and see this son or the daughter, so the first thing they're gonna do, they're gonna turn around. I don't want to be partying with my daughter and then like that.
Right.
I wouldn't. But at the same token, that's just how it is these days.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Wow.
Well, I think you're gonna kind of get to that. The younger people start having babies, the more y'all gonna end up at the club together at some point.
At some point.
Yeah. Because these days you got, let's say, 13, 14-year-old having kids, and the kids growing together. You know. So when the parents about 28, the kids about 18? 14, 16 stuff. So and then when the kids do get 21, the parents be like 30 something. So what you think? 40 something? Okay. They grown now, so guess what they gonna do? They gonna want to go out and party too.
Yeah, some of them have grown kids before they turn 40.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's true.
Yeah, because our age room is grandparents right now.
Oh yeah. You got them. Let's say 30, 28, and 40 grandparents now.
Right.
And I ain't somebody just one. They be having 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 on.
Yeah, that's true. So what you think about the economy, Augusta, man? You feel like it's gonna be growing for the better or the worse in the next 5 years? In
the next 5 years, the economy of Augusta, it will get actually, to me, worse. That's just being real. Worse due to the fact that right now it's like the kids is more being parents than the parents being more parents to the kids, if you get what I'm saying.
Right.
So basically, if we don't get in control of that, most definitely gonna get worse. Because that's where you're gonna have the parents scared of the kids doing things that they don't want, they don't gotta do because they don't want to go to school, things of that nature. They don't want to be at a certain place, or they feel like, well, mama trying to be more strict, so they want to go stay with daddy. They want to go stay with daddy, daddy see how he really is, or see how she really is, and stuff like that. So then that's when all the problems come in, because now you got the parents, now they fighting amongst each other. You wanted him, or she wanted, or he wanted to come over there, so now it is, you back and forth, blah, blah, blah. So basically, if we as in parents, if we don't get control of it, it's gonna get worse. It ain't the economy. That's the question you ask.
Right.
It's not the economy. It's the parenting within us. If we don't get control, especially us males.
Right.
Us males got to be more father figure to these young brothers out here than anything.
Right.
Because that's where they get lost at. They don't have no father figure. They don't have no male figure in their life. Right. So guess what they do? They just go to the street, and whoever tell them that they love them or whatever, that's what they flop to.
They try to go to the OGs, but it's kind of hard because the OGs is still out there with them now.
Okay, but if you got real OGs, people like me and you,
right,
we gonna re-guide them the right way.
The right way. Right.
It's not that, oh, we gonna put a pistol in their hand or put a pack in their hand, little stuff like that. That's not. If you call yourself OG doing that, you's a dead ass wrong OG.
Big
That's just
facts.
being wrong.
Big
I mean, that's
facts.
just being right.
Big
Because the
facts.
thing is about it,
Big facts.
it's like if you the big brother, you gotta each one teach one. You know, you can't have him or her doing all negative, but you sitting back and ain't gonna do
you
nothing or
ain't
reap the
doing
rewards
right.
of it.
Right.
Oh, you ain't there neither, bro.
Right.
You know, that's just being real, especially if you're not trying to guide them in the right way, you know, nothing positive. You always got them doing some negative stuff, or when they come to you or whatever, you know, you always tell them certain stuff, or you got to do this, do that. Nah, that ain't being no big OG, man.
That's
You
right.
being a big OG, you trying to make things more in the community, just like you said, the economy, period.
Right.
Once again, it's not the economy.
Facts.
It's the people of the economy, you know, which is us. So if we don't take a plane and take a initiative of it and try to take a hold of it and get something done, and ain't nothing gonna get done. That's just being real.
That's right.
They got theirs. They good. So if we don't try to help them get theirs, who they gonna look up to?
Facts.
The streets. There they go.
That's
Just
right.
like, you know, for me, for instance, I'm not no saint, bro. You know, I came from the streets. I know how it is out there when you run into, you see dudes with the fancy cars, the big jewelry, watch and money and all that, you know,
Right.
use a legit. Oh, you want to be like him or you want to be like her, you know.
Right.
But then when you grow up and see the consequences behind all that, though, that big OG didn't tell you,
Right.
then you get to looking stupid. You know, you go to what they say, RYDC, then you go there, you go to prison and all that. They stay at a prison every day, bro.
Every day.
Every day. Free labor. You know who doing it? The inmates.
Right.
Free labor. So guess what? If we don't teach them the right way, they gonna go the wrong way. So hey, it ain't the economy once again. I'm gonna say that. It's us.
That's right. I totally agree. I like that answer.
No. What do you think is one of the things that our city as a community need the most? Because a lot of times, yes, it does happen in the home first, but what would be one thing that you think could help assist and aid in bringing in these children in a better life?
First of all, the commissioners.
Mm.
They got to get some new peoples in there that actually care.
Yeah.
Instead of caring about what they got going on and keep putting their hand in the cookie jar and all that.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get some peoples in there that care more about the community and the youth more than they care about their pockets.
Correct.
Because see, that's why I made a post today about money. You know, people will sit around and play victims when there's certain things that hit the fan. But at the same time, they will take the things that we do and try to turn it around on us. But they make the rules, but also they break them. But they don't get the punishment that we would get. So, you know, it's different things that right now that with this community of Augusta, we got to stand. Like I say, it's Augusta. It's nothing wrong with Augusta. It's nothing wrong with the community. It's the people in Augusta.
That's facts.
Right.
You know,
That's facts.
that's just it.
That's facts. Okay. All right, my brother, man. I appreciate the time today, brother, man. Most definitely had to come through and stop and give you some questions, brother. Before we start off on NewbieVet, man, how can they get in contact as far as with, you know, they might want to book the spot for an event or want to hit you up
Okay.
to find it, you know, come out and have a
We
good time.
here on Deansbridge Road, 3253 Deansbridge Road, 30906. The phone number would be 426-7576. And we are open Tuesday through Saturday, closed Sunday through Monday. And pretty much that's it.
What about the restaurant? And Suz 2 restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
How they, that's right. Same
Same
building.
thing.
Same
Correct.
building.
Same information.
Soul food, different
Yes.
types of food.
Yes.
Anything you ask? That's good. Any love you like to shout out? Any love you like to shout out? Anybody want to shout out?
Nobody but God, baby, because that's
Okay.
the only one that brought me through what I've been through.
Mm.
That's it, baby. That's it. Nobody but God himself.